following was origin Latin ex me out. Latin
Alright, we learn.
Spain.
Alright, first and foremost, we like to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakapadash.
I'm going to saw apostles and others that make millstone and side station to the elect veterans scattered across the four corners of the earth. The GM National Camp of the members here come together, to give all praises to the Most High. Offer praise and glory unto Him, because during these last days, the time of prophecy is being fulfilled, right? While 2/3 of our people are asleep, these Christians are already going on, right? They can't read the signs, they can't tell what time we're in, they can't tell what season we're in, right? They can tell you whether the storm, when the storm coming, we had a tropical depression coming in from Friday, rains over the weekend, but the spiritual storm, right? They can't tell because he say he's angry with the wicked every day, right? He's angry with the wicked every day. And these people get angry every single day. We have today was the second annual Gay Pride Parade in Trinidad. So if because last year it was Barbados first and then Trinidad. So I don't know how it'll go this year. But today was the second annual Gay Pride Parade in Trinidad. That's an abomination within itself. Guess what? Last year immediately after that Gay Pride Parade we had a 6.9 earthquake, right? What?
Matthew chapter 16 verse 1 says, the Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and tempting him, that desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? Yeah. But I was saying you can't understand that the times are in, and they end. Alright? Scripture says, Sodom and Gomorrah was set forth for an example. Now when Sodom and Gomorrah reached its peak, like when the angels and them come down to see, and they see what was going on at the peak of Sodom and Gomorrah, homosexuality. You understand that? So, seeing that, that was an example to show that, we also too, in the end, these kind of bullshit will be happening on here. And we're seeing these things happening. Seeing, as brother say, big thing, homosexual parade in Port of Spain, so-called capital city of this country. Everybody flamboyant and mean a bunch of bombing about people on here, doing all kind of folly and all kind of madness, right? And then this chop with us pastor saying, God don't hate gay.
He don't hate the person, he hate the sin in the person.
The sin in the person.
See that goes. Because that goes to show that these people don't have a clue. The scripture say that these false pastors, they prophesy against them. Right? Because you see what? They build not up the hedge and prepare Israel for the gaps for the day of the Lord. You understand? Hey, shalom, me, Abashmi, Shai, but I have Go ahead.
For the pastor, because that's why Most High said, lean not on your own understanding. If this pastor was in these scriptures, you would have said the same thing he's saying. But the Most High love homosexual. No, the Most High don't love homosexual. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 14, verse 9. For the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike hated unto the Most High. You understand? The Most High hate homosexual and the Most High hate gays. So, you add it to the scripture. I want me to back over what I was talking about. In 2 Ezra chapter 2, verse 8, Woe be unto thee, Ashur. He said, thou that hidest thy unrighteousness in thee, O thou wicked people, remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah. And these people clearly forget what the Most High did. Because they got these abominations saying that God love everybody. No, that's not correct. That's not correct. You understand? Right? Verse 9. Whoso land light in coals of pitch and heap of ashes, even so will I do unto them that hear me not, said the Almighty Lord. And this is the most I can do the land of Trinidad and Tobago. You know? Because what they
And
do
other
now,
provinces of Babylon.
because they do a lot of abomination that the most I hate. The most I hate that. That is vile.
That's right.
That is unacceptable. And it's unacceptable in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And there's promoting death. There's death these people promoting because you can't procreate with that. That's why they got so much STD out here. You understand? So the Most High, and we see what the Most High doing in the island of Trinidad and Tobago, the Most High purged all the rebels. So homosexuality is part of the rebels too, the Most High gonna purge y'all out.
Go ahead. Speak up there because Father one.
I think we said here this Sirach chapter 12 and verse 6. For the Most High hateth sinners and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. As Brother Yahweh now said, right? Purging out this land. The Lord would have purged out all these abominable things. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 6. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Because, you know, as the Brother start off the segment, quote from Matthew 16, right? That storm will come in, that spiritual storm will come in, they can't deserve that. You know, they can't deserve to see these things. This wicked and adulterous generation. We know, for they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let's all throughout the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for heaven and the hope of salvation. And that will we seek for the hope of salvation, and we Lord to destroy this wicked kingdom. But what
right,
will
that's
ban
right.
to Babylon?
I want a couple of precepts. Alright, so let's flow with what you said. There's Luke 21 and verse 34. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and the cares of this life, and so that the day come upon you unawares, and these people are unaware. Right? Because we the prophets of the Lord were out here measuring the time, seeing that these prophecies fulfilling. Right? These scoffers and these mockers, Bukar Malone, Dr. White, everybody attacking the fruitful tree. Because the tree fruitful, you don't stone a barren tree. Right? That's what we say down here in the West Indies. You throw stones at what? A fruitful tree, not a barren tree. The barren tree has no fruit. You're throwing stones to what? Pick the fruit. Right? So you're trying to pick off of the fruit, but guess what? The fruit is not for you. Right? The fruit is only for the elect.
That's right.
You understand? It says for verse 20, verse 35, for as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. Right? So it's who really doing this, the work that make them worthy to escape. Right? The true prophets are about you know, I'm trying to say because it's a hard work video talk about it, you know. But the time gonna come when the mark of the beast is made mandatory for the whole world to see. And they could only be accounted to who? The men of great millstone. As being the prophets, as being the one who spoke before time about the mark of the beast. While all these mockers and these scoffers, these reprobates, these two-tails, these degenerates that follow, that was with us, that was once among us, but not of us, right? That resisted and gainsaying, right? That was set up with agents like Vocab. And these are the men, you know, you're like demons, the Most High going to destroy you. You'll have your own what to get. Right? Concerning this pride, Sirach chapter 10 verse 13, for pride is the beginning of sin. And he that had it shall pour out abomination. So this is what we see in the point, not abomination, LGBTQI, the literal 26 letters of the alphabet. It's the all-encompass, their wickedness. 15 genders. Yeah, they're teaching transgenderism in school. You have transgender as a syllabus or a course. trying to indoctrinate, the children to bring up the next generation, just like what you do in the time of Willie Lynch. You focus on the upcoming generation, not the present. The present generation, you just use them as examples, so instill fear on the future, right? It says, Sirach 10 and 13, for pride is the beginning of sin, and he that had it shall pour out abomination, and therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. Right? So judgment is going to come. Right? Judgment is going to come. The Most High is going to overthrow you all. Right? The judgment against the evil work, the Most High is not going to. It's not too long before he really does execute. Right? And he's going to execute through what? Through his saints, through the missiles, through the chariots. Right? Through sedition of men, because they're going to have race wars, race riots. Right? That's created for vengeance. They have animals, they have these caged animals, Also you have Leviathan to come out of the sea. You have plenty of judgment going to rain upon the planet Earth. Right? This is Sirach 5 and 3. Also 2, follow not thine own mind, and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart, and say not, who shall control me for my works? And this is what these wicked abomination called transgender, LGBTQ, and all those who in mirth and celebration. Today was the second gay pride parade in Trinidad. Normally, last year it was Trinidad and Barbados, just a week apart or something like that. The Archbishop of Port of Spain and the Catholic Church, right, last year said what? In the both countries, in Barbados and in Trinidad, that what? Is that it was he was glad to see it. It goes to show that we have a proper working democracy. So there's a testimony that the church is against Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and the church is for Rome, right? The church is for Rome, right? Because the democracy represents what? The system of Babylon, the Roman system, But
sure. This is Revelation 13 and 7. Okay, you're talking about the churches, it's a system, and not for Yahweh Shai. Right? This is Revelation 13 and 7. Let's start from 6. He said, and he opened his mouth in blasphemy against the Most High, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle, and them that dwell in heaven. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints, and to overcome them, and power was given him over all kindreds and tongue and nation, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him.
So this is what you have. The scripture says in Revelation 12:12 that the devil knew that he had about a short time. Right? So guess what? He's going to blaspheme the men of the Lord, the true men of the Lord. That's why I see men accounts being shut down, men getting strikes, men going through it, your phone, internet is being attacked. Right? But what? His whole app, everything get wiped. Right? That happened just so. He's so in control of these devices. Right? They have the capability to do these things, remotely control and remotely wipe and sweep and search a shit. So you think you have something personal, guess what? You actually get them permissions just to have the app on your phone. Right? But guess what? They're gonna blaspheme us because of the words that we say. The words that we say, they are true, they are spirit, and they are life, and Esau is counter life. Esau is death and hell. Right? So they're gonna blaspheme us, they're gonna come for us. We're in that season where they're gonna come for us. They're tick in the air. But us having dreams, police coming and what, taking us down, all these different things. Alright? Huh? Yeah, there's a little bit more here, and then I have one more question. It says, say not, I have sinned, and what harm had happened unto me? For the Lord is long suffering, and he will in no wise let thee go. Right? It says, concerning propitiation, which it means to win favor, be not without fear to add sin unto sin. Right? So guess what? In this society, right, the doors are open to the LGBTQ society. The LGBTQ community, the doors are open. They prosper in this world. Right? Because there's a homosexual world. This is a world for the homosexual Esau and what Eve. Right? This is their kingdom. This is not the kingdom of righteousness, where a man stands at his head. Right? But you have about Shimon Shai is the head of the man. The man is the head of the woman and the children are in subordination. The wife and the children in subordination. This is a disorderly society, an unruly nation, an unruly world, right? That was created by Esau, because the earth was given into his hand to rule, right? Last precept I'll bring on for now is because I spoke about what the earthquake last year, right? These people didn't consider a matter of fact, had an effeminate man in the city, in the Port of Spain here, the capital city, right? He was in a storm. One of the videos you see, you hear him bawling out, oh God, Jesus coming. You understand? But guess what? Right after that, you went back to your wickedness. This is Second Ezra chapter 16 verse 19. Behold, famine and plague. You see, the brothers bringing it out. Of course, they had I think it was LA, the grasshoppers, and locusts. The plague. Well, we know they're down here too. They're down here in Trinidad too. Brothers did video early on in the year, late last year about that. It says, behold, famine and plague. We had last week JP Morgan talking about the imminent or inevitable financial collapse coming, right? You had Lionel from RT talking about the RFID chip being the next thing because it's convenient, because they had advertised it to be the way to go. And that's what these simple peons are about, the latest fad, right? But Esau is advertising, he's the devil. The scripture says he's more super than any beast in the field, right? The field is the world, right? And the other nations is what he and all these other nations is for Israel, but 2/3 of Israel in that same beastly state of mind, because they refuse to hearken to the law, statutes, and commandments, so they are considered beasts. There's the 2/3 of the nation of Israel I'm speaking about.
Yes.
Right, but these other nations, they don't have the laws, they never had the covenant, so they are beasts by nature, right? It says, behold, famine and plagues, tribulation and anguish are sent as what scourges for amendment, right? So that earthquake was what a scourge for amendment. It was a warning, you know. Funny enough, I think it was yesterday I was watching a video come up in my, after I was watching a video came up on my autoplay. Was an Edomite and his wife went to St. Kitts on the honeymoon, and they was hiking up a volcano, a dormant volcano, and the man fall in the volcano. You know, Most High gonna bring pure heat on you all. Pure heat. It says, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Understand? Go ahead out.
Book of Jude chapter, one chapter, but I read verse 13. It says, raging waves of the sea, foaming out their own shame.
Seeing a plane as good.
The Sodomites sea cast what fish?
Fish, yeah.
So the Sodomites sea represents these other nations.
Right.
And even the 2/3, well, the nations, and the 2/3, the world.
Right.
But the fish that they cast out was what? The elect. You know? But
it says, raging waves of the sea, foaming out their own shape. Because these things what these people are not doing on the shape. I know to not know we are about Shem Shai, homosexual and murder and your brother for no reason. Selling drugs all them things, foaming out their own shape. Deceiving the people of the Lord. False prophets, all of them don't say own shit, because the Lord see no one with you. It's a lie. Like that, when they talk, the Lord are not true. The Lord see no one with you, and they are ashamed. The Lord are ashamed now. You're proud, you're happy watching all of you.
in Jeremiah 8 and 12, were they ashamed when they had committed abomination? Nay, they were not at all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore shall they fall among them that fall. Right? The scripture says, for the elect, when you with thine eyes shall not see the reward of the wicked. But the 2/3, they're going to get burnt up. They're going to fall with the other nation. It says, they shall fall among them that fall. In the time of their visitation, they shall be cast down, saith Yahweh. I will surely consume them, saith Yahweh. There shall be no grapes on the vine, nor figs on the fig tree, And the leaf shall fade, and the things that I have given them shall pass away from them.
Right.
You go and completely clean all your, no grapes on the vine, no figs on the fig tree, no fruit.
Right.
You go and have no fruit because you're bringing forth fruit. Scripture says we bringing forth fruit shall be green, going and cast into the fire, and the scripture says
That's right. Plucked up by the root.
plucked up by the root.
2 Corinthians 16 verse 63.
Can.
Surely he know your invention and what you think in your hearts, even them that sin and will hide their sins. Therefore had the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai exactly search out all your works, and he will put you all to shame.
That's right.
Yeah, but long time they used to hide, but that season that they hide and gone.
Right.
Right, because the scripture said now in Isaiah, the sure the countenance do witness against them.
Right.
And now they have got that pride. And you remember the scripture said, but pride coming before destruction.
Right.
And the destruction dread nigh.
Right.
You know?
He said, and when your sin are brought forth, ye shall be ashamed before men, and your own sin shall be your accuser in that day.
So guess what? If your own sin is your accuser, guess what? You'll get the judgment of your sin.
That's right. That's right.
And the judgment of a homosexuality be put to death.
Exactly.
A person into bestiality, lesbianism, you know, adultery. Go ahead.
As you look at Psalms chapter 92, verse 6 and 7. A brutish man knoweth not, neither doeth a fool, right? Understand this. When the wicked spring up as grass, and when all the works of iniquity doeth flourish, it is then they shall be destroyed forever.
But a British man is a man that's void of understanding. You understand? A man that is destitute. There's a British man. A man that is poor, lacking. You understand? You have the spirit of you, the reprobate spirit. You are destitute of the truth. You understand? There's a British man.
Well, let's speak up.
This is Sirach chapter 7 and verse 16 to 17, right? Say, number thyself among the multitude of sinners, but remember that wrath will not tarry long. Humble thy soul great, for the vengeance of the ungodly is fire and worms. This is Matthew considering the brother Dora make us teach, right? About, they are fighting ship, right? And this is what Esau going to perform, Matthew 24, verse 24. For there shall arise false Christ, false prophets, and shall show great signs. Because the direct fighting ship is showing that they give people back the sight, they give people back the touch, These are the great signs that he's doing. You understand? As he said, our elder apostle, our elder
miracles and wonders.
Look at what you say, right? When I was watching the Apostle Ramla do a video, the same with Isa, sort out the brains, and he know
Neuralink.
Yeah, he know where what part of the brain control the hand, the foot, different area. And when I meditated that Isa is a real wicked motherfucker. These people, right? These people that in this state, who want the cap over these planes. They're wicked. And the most I put them for the judgment. And now Isa coming now and trying to reverse that. There are different level of wickedness by process pride.
Because they play this God.
Exactly.
They play this God.
You understand?
They're trying to show that there's another power other than Yahweh.
Exactly.
Remember Yahweh, I was watching this cartoon with my son, right? On Android TV business. I don't know if I can remember the name. I can't remember the name, right? But basically we went into this explorer, right? And this explorer, he went in search. He wanted to be accepted among. Well, he's a Edomite and he wanted to be accepted as like in old England. He wanted to be accepted by the other explorers, right? Or really actually, Bigfoot was educated and write a letter to him and tell him, come to this city, come to this part in America. This explorer was in England. Come to America and you will see the legend of Bigfoot. He's real, blah blah blah. Have evidence, okay, evidence, blah blah blah. So he went and he meet Bigfoot, but Bigfoot really wanted him to help him find his family, which is the Yetis. But the Yetis, of course, were by India, Mongolia, Mount Everest, or someone of them mountains, right? And when he went, right, the Yetis, now Bigfoot and Yetis, they look like monkeys, right? Guess what? Bigfoot, brown skin, and look like a monkey, like hairy, right? And the Yetis, they're white with long, the chief Yeti have long white hair, but they make it a female. So it's Jake they're talking about. And guess what? They're showing you that when you go by the Yetis living in a peaceful, serene part of the world, that hidden from the rest of the world, and they don't want anybody else to come in that part. And so each one knows, and within all the subliminal messages, that we are the children of Israel, that we are Jake, that heaven is promised. Well, we are the kingdom of heaven, but we bring peace, serenity, and order. Just like we did when they was we brought them out of the caves. We brought them out of the caves and the mountain too, to help fight for us, and we give them civilization and education, and we taught them how to wipe the ass when it was, of course, in the Americas, the Reuben and Gad. We taught them how to bathe, we taught them how to farm the land. Now they behave as though they are the authority on it, right? But as we were saying, they're trying to show that there's another way, right? Because the Most High, through Isaac, cursed them. This is their existence. This is their rulership. And there's nothing else past this. After this, they're going to be eradicated. Right? This is Isaiah chapter 1, verse 4. The sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, the seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters, they have forsaken Yahweh, they have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger, they are gone away backward. Going back to 2/3 of people are caught up in that LGBTQ shit. Even more so religion, because we was watching the video on the news, the pastor, he's a Jake, shaving face and talking about yo. And then on top of that, we was watching our Prime Minister speaking about Afro Trinidadians, right? Because they're about to celebrate so-called emancipation in ignorance. And Afro Trinidadians, as I was watching the news clip, they're showing Jake doing these so-called Hamatic dances. And I watched it, in the spirit. You can see, even they're doing the African dances, the closest they might get is the drumming. And guess what? The best jig drummer still can't drum like a Hamite, but a Hamite is a Hamite. And they worship, that is one of the ways that they worship deities, by drumming. I don't know if you know anything about that. Because they have like the monkey skin drum. And what they say in the witchcraft is that the monkey skin drum, when they start to beat that drum, right, it will unlock doors in your house. That's part of the witchcraft, right? They have different skins on the drum, different animal skins, and they can do different magic witchcraft on the left hand side of them skin. So drums, when the scripture say worship the Most High instrument at 10 strings, we never used to play drums, Israel, right? It's not part of our customs. We play cymbals, we play tabrets, we play it directly the harp. You understand? We play string instruments and we sing. Right? We never play drums. There's a Hamitic thing. So I was watching him dance and the spirit showed me like, yo, look, they're doing it and they're still. Because you can go and watch a real Hamites dance and there's a different vibration. I mean, Jake gonna do it because we're talented, but guess what? It's still not the same spirit. That's something I'm going to
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 26. For this cause, Yahweh Hashem Shai give them up unto vile affection. For even the woman, they change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, good if they lust one to another. Men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves the recompense of the error which was meet. And even as they say that they are bunch of disease, and the recompense of the error which was meet. We know in a man, right? None, that's not natural. Unnatural thing.
Wait, the fact the transgender saying what? They don't have any medical what? Something with the medical, they don't have provisions for them with medical and reproductive a man wasn't made to be the incubator, to reproduce. Right? You see that why the Lord called this place Babylon the Great. Great confusion. It's great confusion you're dealing with. A man is on the television dressed as a woman. His jawbone harder than the hungriest African. I'm talking about he wants to see change and for provisions to be made for doctors to consider transgender and the reproductive needs or whatever it is. In other words, like plastic surgery and whatnot. And to see about them kind of things. Yo, y'all are wicked as fuck.
That's what the brother said. The most I get them out of dishonor. Don't buy out of dishonor. That's what the most I get them out of.
Shameful spewing, that's what y'all doing. Shameful spewing. The most I gonna require this. Apparatus that we have the elect and we be delivered out of your judgment. It has to be destroyed. It cannot continue.
The most I reproach to them. Yeah, I reproach to the most I put you in a position. Make you come at this honor so it'll be a reproach.
Big old back man would say not a old man when he's 70s and so he's an abomination to what.
Yeah, that's right.
All because this is not natural way of living, man.
Them don't understand the spirit of God. Them don't understand the spirit of God. The spirit.
I really don't want to stop with that spirit now. Spirit going on. You see that all of that coming trickling down from the head.
Yeah.
Because watch me, our shy is we head, right?
Good.
And what we just try to do is the right thing. And we head. That part of your body. On the left hand side, the head of the wicked is the so-called white man. Like them head. So they're following what he do. But these elites, them there's a bunch of parties, showing parties because of freakism going on in the parties.
They have a club long, what the brother was saying that. They have a club in St. Joseph, right? Where they recruiting you on the street to come in the club and have sex on a stage with chairs and well you're being viewed, right? And anything goes. You on the stage, you bed on the stage, right? And a party going on around you, people doing what they're doing, everybody naked. First to begin. Man and woman, east, wherever it have, and anything goes, but you on the stage performing with man and woman and beast.
That's beast behavior, right? That's beast behavior. All the beasts are brave.
But that poison come from Babylon. That didn't originate here.
This Genesis 19:4. He said, but before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom come past the house, wrong both old and young, all the people of every quarter, and they called unto Lot and said unto him, where are the men which came into thee this night? Bring them out unto us that we may know them.
Old and young men.
Exactly.
Imagine that. Big hardback old men, 60, 70, 80 years. Bang down up down.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yo, they say to leave everybody leave the house.
Yeah.
You gotta put yourself there now. If it's that thief, the thief gonna break in the house and then even give a fuck about that.
Then we're not in the law. But the old man saying, now wise because when you understand the spirit, they don't stop no.
They won't stop.
They're not going to limit me. When you say they will come, they will come from you. They will come from you. They will.
Yeah, a woman's scorn
Yeah.
and a homosexual. Two most relentless spirits they say about.
Yeah.
You know? A homosexual, you tell a homosexual, hey, you're a fucking faggot, and you walk down the road. And that will pursue you.
Yeah.
He will pursue you.
Yeah.
That's how it is. You're relentless.
Before going back to the same one thing, you know, what I once said, the old guy said, once they come on you, but you don't ever see the role the perpetrator is using the thief. You know, so you more guilty because you don't have a problem with it. You don't have a problem with that being wicked.
Say something about it.
Ah.
Yes, and you say, turn on by
We know Romans chapter 1 verse 28. And even as they did not like to retain the Yahweh Simeon Shai their knowledge, the Yahweh Simeon Shai give them over to a reprobate mind to do these things which are not convenient.
Let's just show them pastors they were reading. God, you can say the Most High love them. The Most High didn't get them over to the lust.
Can't.
You people don't know the Most High.
Yeah,
You
who
do
the
not
shit?
know the
Yeah,
Most
so
High.
the scripture say what? Who know the mind of Yahweh Shem Yahushai?
God.
You're on pulpit claiming to be sent of the Most High to teach. You'll not
Yeah.
teach. You should just say, he that is sent of the Most High gave him the spirit without measure. That is the understanding of the
Yeah.
word. Right? You all don't know the mind of the Most High. He's saying what the pastor saying, what the Most High love the man but hate the sin.
Yeah.
You see, you are the temple of the Most High. Which temple you are?
God.
Right? Glorify Yahweh Shem Yahushai in the body. You understand? The Most High dwelleth in nothing in places that built with men's hand. But what? He dwelleth within us. The kingdom of heaven is within us. Right? Let us sanctify and cleanse the body. I have a quick precept is Jude 1 and 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities there about them, in like manner giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh. You better read that in Romans chapter 1 verse 21 now. You understand? Strange flesh and are set forth for an example suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. Right? But there's no such thing as hell, but eternal fire it deals with what the missiles hit in Babylon.
God.
Right? And other is not only Babylon, but the main prophecy is about Babylon, because that's a trophy city Esau. Right? That's the pinnacle or the climax of your prosperity. Like in the days of Nimrod, the trophy city was what? Babylon.
Babylon. Yeah. That was
Right?
the city.
They were building tower trying to reach onto the heavens, and it's the same thing you're doing. Because the people was all one. You're trying to push for that oneness, universalness. God is love, love, love. Love is a unifying quote, but guess what? That love is false. That is not the God of the Bible. His love is what? The covenants, the keeping of the covenants.
God.
You understand? That is what the love of the Most High. The scripture tells you that the love of the Most High is the keeping of the commandments. It break it down in John, 2 John 6. These are the commandments that you have heard from the beginning. That is the love of the Most High, to keep them. You understand? But you're misusing the term love to deal with an emotion. And guess what? An emotion is a spirit. And that's what the scripture said, the deceive and the deceiver are mind.
God.
You understand? You all are being deceived. Because that emotional, thing is not that in dealing with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He dealing with order. He dealing with the keeping of his commandments. Right?
Say that right? For the Bible.
I read you right now, and that's up to 22. Being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, jumping the hostility.
And that's all right. And that's why all these things happening in the island. Because there is evil. So the Most High is bring evil where evil is. You understand? Good would never come where evil is. So this place full of evil. The deeds of this place is evil. So when people want to go on the television and commenting on videos and talk about the crime, is too much crime and the government got to do something. No, look at the evil seed where you are planted.
Yeah.
You are supposed to be out there protesting against the bullshit what happened today.
Police ain't gonna work today.
You understand? You are supposed to protest against that. But if another 12 body drop in 2 or 3 days, you are gonna rouse up. But this go on today is worse more than a body getting dropped. Because that person going back to the spiritual realm and they in peace.
And understanding.
You understand? But this is worse more than the crime that happening in this place.
This is gonna bring more judgment.
Exactly.
Just also like a malignity. It said malignity or malevolence. And when of course there was the malefactors, right? It says an instance of malignity or malicious behavior of nature.
Yeah.
It says cattiness despite hatefulness, malevolence, maliciousness, malignancy, malice, meanness, nastiness, spitefulness, spleen, venom, and viciousness.
Wickedness. You understand? Evil, the wicked against they are the most high enemy.
Yeah.
They are the most high enemy, and the most high is going to destroy all his enemies.
They're proud because they're saying that this is our way. They're saying that this is our way. God is love. God doesn't hate homosexuals. That this is our way. The Lord tell it plain in His book, in His words. You know, because the scripture says in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. The Word was a God. That's how it shine. And what He was, what life, and He was the light, and the light was the life of men. Right? This is not light. This is darkness, homosexuality, lesbianism, bestiality, and whatever the rest of the acronym stands for. Is darkness, is not light. It's not light.
This is the image of Esau, right here.
Done.
Walking with the image of Esau.
You see what I forget is that the spirit realm is what controls the physical.
Good.
You see, like, they just go by, like, if somebody hears somebody going by the phobia, man, they just get more frightened and go run because they know that man can do bad on them. They get real frightened. Because you know when somebody can see dealing with you, more deadly, that's more dangerous. Listen, you can see how about Shem Yahushai. The Lord could fucking crush your last in the palm of your hand. He is spirit. You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing. He could do you. So that's why you have to fear him. See, you don't have to fear the Lord and all that. That is why you do what you want to do. That is why you function and what you want, because you don't fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But the spirit realm is what controlling this physical. That's scary talk. I was studying that the other day. So you know what? You have to humble yourself. You have to humble yourself. You can't be out of line.
I like it because I do a video in transit coming up.
Yeah.
And I mentioned it, so I was thinking about it in transit coming here to this guy here.
A quick one here about Kusha. The Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 12. The beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High and his heart is turned away from his Maker.
No fear. Turn him back. Yeah, no fear.
The heart is in mind.
Turn away from the Lord.
I have a quick one. This Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the mind or the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Right? So the mind is fully set. The sons of men, three man and men on the the heathen is the sons of men. The sons of the wicked is Esau. The sons of the Most High is what? Israel. Right? So these heathen, that were 2/3 of our people, they are fucking beasts. You understand? They're going after the customs of the people. Right? Serving the gods, Kali, Krishna, Mother Lakshmi, Jesus, for prosperity, for gain. The scripture says, what is it that a man should gain the world and lose his soul? You understand? It says, though a sinner do evil 100 times, you're a homosexual for 32 years, 100 years, however long. Though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely means is affirmative. You know, it's confident. It says, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked. Neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before Yahweh, or the Most High.
Perfect scripture. Perfect. Yeah, they don't fear the Lord. And I don't do what I want to do, but if they realize that the spiritual controlling your realm, you can't do nothing against the spiritual realm. The spiritual can do something to you. And the Lord is the highest spirit. He's the most high spirit. He's the most highest spirit that have. He could do something to you. You think about that. They say, you know what? You pack the fuck down.
Right.
What does man say to me? He could do me something and I can't reach out. I just have to take it and rush across. So best I just be on the good side than I be on the bad side.
That's wisdom.
Yeah. Because the fear of the Lord is the beginning of it.
Right.
Yeah. Romans 1 verse 32. Who were the judgment of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, that they which commit such things are worthy of death. Not only do they save, but have the pleasure in them that do that.
So the enjoying it. Look at, just see the video. Just go on YouTube and watch the video. Look at them enjoying themselves. Them don't have a key in the freaking world and all that. Them enjoy playing musical chairs and all kind of madness. Yeah. A party them having it. Them is the ones who really fully done it.
Yeah, straight.
Fully done and fully
Straight. Straight. Let me get a quick piece of this. This guy, this would say, store guy, but let me read this one first. We do one just now. It's this is Ecclesiastes 10 and 6. Then Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 6. The folly is set in great dignity. Yeah, foolishness is set on high. You understand? Yeah. Level foolishness. You understand?
Yeah. This is Job chapter 1 verse 13. It says, raging waves of the sea, foaming of their own shape, wandering stars, to whom is reserved the blackness of darkness forever. And Enoch, also the seven from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000s of his saints to execute judgment upon all, and to convince all that are ungodly among them of their ungodly deeds, which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches, which ungodly sinners have spoken against them.
Them scoffers. You understand? We got hard things to say against the Mosai, towards the Mosai. You understand? And he not prophesied against them. He not was in the book of Genesis. He prophesied against them. You understand? Right? Yeah, that's one for you. This is Proverbs chapter 12.
Shalom, when you come on board.
This is Proverbs chapter 12, verse 26. He said, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, and the righteous is the children of Israel. Right? And he's more excellent than his neighbor, which is the Edomites. He said, but the way of the wicked seduce them. The way the wicked make them to err. And homosexuality is one of the way the wicked is one in image. You understand? And the way seduce them. You see Jake out there, Jake all up in the madness. You understand? All up in the folly. The way the wicked cause them to err and go off the path, go astray. You understand?
I wanted to say something. There was a backup on what I'm was saying because Shalom to what I ask you to keep pushing to it. Sickness. I think it was in the right manners and customs, because I'm checking in the study Bible and in the zone of one here and I seen it, but I came across that one of the customs or one of the ways that the Israelites look at sickness was sin. Right? That they was made sick because of sin. Right? And that the sin is really the disease. Right? So it goes back to show what you're saying, it's the spiritual realm and fighting against. Because you're supposed to be strengthening yourself in the spirit. So the scripture says, resist the devil and he shall flee. Go ahead.
To back up really quick, the fact we could what I said, sin is sickness. Sirach 38 and verse 9 and 10. My son, in thy sickness be not negligent. Negligent means to do show care, don't be do care. Careless to our
and they're negligent. They willingly are ignorant. They desire to be ignorant. You understand? Like the brother Amon said, they are fully done and evil.
But pray unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and he will make thee whole. Leave off from sin, and order thy hands aright, and cleanse thy heart from all wickedness.
That sounds all.
Hey, because if I may say, the scripture say in Micah 2:10, you arise and depart from this place, because this place is set for destruction. When you look up that word soul, it goes back into sickness, because these people dwelling in the philosophies of Esau. Jeremiah 51:7, all the nations are drunken of the wine of Babylon.
They made a covenant with death.
What is Sunday? Now, John chapter 9 verse 1, and Yahweh shall pass by. He saw a man which was blind from his birth, and his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? So going back to what I said.
Right.
So that they look at them kind of sickness, some sin that they did.
Yeah.
The sin that they do for them to have that kind of ailment when they come out with all that.
Right.
And then what? A spirit come on them, or a devil.
Right.
You understand? So you cast that devil out. So that is a relentless devil that unleashes homosexuality.
That's it. That's right. That's right. You can't shake it off.
Yeah.
You can't shake it off. You only have to go and be able to come out through death.
Right.
Yeah.
Or you will go and kill them. And Barakataya about
Hashem
Shai
Yahshai.
for that. And may the Lord kill the wicked freaking politicians that we have.
All.
All of them.
All.
May the Lord destroy them too.
Hey, Coons. Coons is a
Coons.
Yeah.
As the video you was watching earlier with this doctor, this so-called prime minister, he was talking about.
Afro Trinidadians. Sometimes with
we're not doing well. We're not doing good.
You know,
We're not doing good. But the only way to change it for us to do good is have strong leadership. And so he signed up as a strong leader, then, more or less. Yeah. Pride coming for destruction. Yeah, Afro Trinidadians, we're not doing well. You know? Trinbagonians, we're not doing well. And the only way we can change that is by strong leadership.
You can't even grow up big and that very
Exactly. Strong leadership, and up to now, bro, you see where you, and you supposed to be leader of this nation, so-called this country, where you is? You just what papers you in a party that?
Yeah, the abomination around the place.
Yeah,
He a strong leader, but you are abomination around the place.
What you inculcating in your land.
Polluting the place.
Yeah.
You understand? You're a strong leader, but you got tobacco, cigarette, you know, in the land, polluting the land. You understand? You're the strong leader, but you have a whole heap of GMO food in the land. You understand? You're the strong leader. Women totally out of order. And you're the strong leader.
Yo, Musa is setting up strong leadership.
Yeah.
Watch on YouTube every Saturday from around 5 o'clock.
You can see.
You will see it. The apostles are great millstone. That is strong leadership.
Good.
The men of them and not them is strong leadership.
Good.
Alright? We coming into that
Good.
point of being leaders as well.
Good.
You understand?
Yeah.
We also are setting up strong leadership. Men who will lead according to this word.
Good.
Because this world needs leaders to lead according to the word.
Obedient.
Obedience. The world need that. It's too long. This world going on a don't care anyway, anyhow mentality. The world wasn't set up to run like that.
Good.
It was set up to run in a structured and strategic way. And we are the worst of the worst ruling right now, the so-called whites. Doing as they please. Who have care for nothing. And then just spreading that abomination all over here. So the Lord is setting up strong leaders.
Yeah, another thing too, you're a strong leader, but yes, sir, all the agriculture in this land is chemical done.
Right.
Destroying the people system.
Strong leaders.
You're a strong leader, but you have abortion center set up in this island. Pharmacy. True. 2 Samuel chapter 23, verse 1. Now these be the last words of David, the son of Jesse, said, and a man who was raised up on high, the anointed of the power of Jacob, and the sweet Samsons of Israel said, the Spirit of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai speak by me, and his word was in my tongue. He said, the power of Israel said, the rock of Israel speak unto me. He that ruleth over men shall be just, ruling in the fear of the Most High. You don't really fear the Most High. You can't even grow a beard. This is a badge of manly dignity. You can't even grow a beard.
No hair. You remember you ball head too?
Yeah, no hair on your head. There's abomination.
Pure apple head hammer.
Yeah, we are not no African. We are the children of Israel.
Yeah, we're not supposed to be celebrating emancipation neither. Well,
Emancipation there mean freedom, it means transfer. The word means transfer. You're supposed to be a doctor. You have a doctorate. And you don't even know the meaning of the word emancipate.
physicians have no value.
Exactly. The word is mean to transfer. We're not free.
All he knows and plays ignorant because he's the puppet leader.
Yeah.
Hey, I have to set the back up on
Yeah,
one.
let's speak up.
I have to set the back up on one, but I just want to say, as I don't mention, you know, he have a doctorate. Yeah, he have a perfect qualifier.
Done.
Like we have.
Done.
This is you know.
Yeah, that's true.
And I want to say, you know, we say bracket that some of them going to be saved through fire. It's 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 15. If any man's word shall be burned, he shall suffer loss. But he himself shall be saved, yet so as by fire.
Done.
So that's why they're going to be saved by fire. And they had to go in that fire.
Done.
When we come on board, Proverbs 20 and 26. A wise king scattereth the wicked and bringeth the weed over them. Can't.
Done.
They destroy the wicked. Them supposed to be the ones filling up with jail.
Yeah, he's not a wise king. If he's a wise king, he did destroy.
Actually, not even filling up with jail. Actually, it's just be put to death.
Yeah.
Quick. You go and put them in jail, all you do is fuck each other and stink up the place.
Yeah. Spread us into disease.
Huh.
Yeah, go
You got
ahead.
something? Yeah.
Psalm 94 verse 20 says, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee two, which frameth mischief by a law. And that is you.
Yeah.
Because your head,
The news clip that we watch, right? They said that the Trinidad and Tobago police service was on standby in case anybody had any in case they had anything or any upset then, more or less. You understand? So that means that goes to show that these people don't protect the motto and the emblem and protect conservatives. Who is the corporation? The corporation want homosexuality. The corporation want the LGBTQ community. The corporation want confusion and every manner of opposition and righteousness. The corporation doesn't want righteousness and Yahweh Shai. Doesn't believe in the words of this book. The divine ruler of heaven and earth. It doesn't believe in his principles.
And I feel to the spirit, them pork chop pastors who's be on these programs, when these parades going on, interview them, I feel them will be set up too.
Yeah.
Make it look like they have opposition.
Yeah, but they have no spirit. They have no spirit.
Yeah.
But when you watch them talk, they have no spirit. They should just say
Yeah.
who will rise against, who will stand up for me against the evil
Yes,
doer,
you will do it.
right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
these men not rising. They're not standing up for Yahweh Shem Yahushai because they don't know him.
God.
You see, because that Christianity stemming out of Roman Catholicism. That's what they remember. That's one of the three unclean spirits.
God.
So, how could you? The scripture say Job 14 and 4, Baba Kosha. Job 14 and 4.
I'm very good.
Yeah.
This is Job chapter 14, verse 4. It says, who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean?
Right, because the Protestants, Christianity, everything came from Roman Catholicism. And Roman Catholicism is one of the unclean spirits that came out like a frog.
God.
Right? Roman Catholicism is the head of Christianity and Islam. When he's watching the news clip to the end, the brother Salakia.
The father talking about Christianity in Islam.
Yeah, and he's an Elam. So
Yeah.
that was it. He
Yeah,
talk
you're
about we come from all walks of life. And God loves everybody and loves everything. Fucking demon. You understand? He talk about Christianity, Islam, Hinduism. It's true because they're Hindu pundit He's long, most of the times they have long hair and they're effeminate,
True.
right?
True.
Islam, we know Muhammad, what he was. He was a homosexual too, right? And what Christianity, you know that them pastors and them, whatever they call them, those fucking boys.
This will come with this.
So-called Islam, what we call that.
Yeah, this is left hand power. All of come with the left hand power.
Can,
Once you deal with the left hand power, homosexuality is one area.
can.
Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 9 verse 16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err,
Can.
and they that are led of them are destroyed.
Yeah, they're going to be destroyed by the missiles, going to be destroyed by the plagues, going to be destroyed by the famine, going to be destroyed by the chariots. You know, but the destruction soon come. It was one thing for sure. Go ahead.
Well, this man have no integrity.
Can.
You talking about strong leader, but you got abomination around this place. Abomination around this place.
The president above him is a female.
And that's abomination too. And you could say a man, a woman.
She's allegedly a lesbian.
Exactly. This could say a woman should not use of authority over a man. But so what kind of strong man is you? I don't understand. What kind of strong man is you? See.
Strong leader. The elected leader, no?
Yeah. The people.
He was selected by the oppressors.
Hey, as I was to call the question to Jeremiah 20:36. You understand? They are the king.
Yeah.
There's the king, there's the two-thirds king in
Yeah.
Trinidad.
Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 10 verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decree, and that write grievousness which ye have prescribed. But that's an unrighteous decree.
Yeah.
You have these abominations walking around in the place. You understand? And you know you upholding it. Let the centurions guard them.
No, this is a hypocritical. See this place?
Yeah.
I mean, we can say it all right because we understand it.
Done.
Because we here representing Yahweh Shem Yahushua and a kingdom of righteousness, a kingdom to come.
Done.
So we will be deemed as what we say here was a treason. This place is a filthy, abominable place that is worthy of judgment
Done.
and worthy of destruction.
Done.
You understand? These people, they mind far from righteousness. They mind far. You know, it's a whole hypocritical system. This is this little nation here, full of so much corruption. When you look at it, in Genesis 6 and 11, I say what? It was corrupt and full of violence.
Yeah.
We have a prime minister, Elamite prime minister. He was charged, put into jail, and they say he was too old to serve jail time. They take him out, they pardon him. Right? You had Stephen Ishgal Varanson, who are government financiers, right? And scheme the country out of millions of dollars in the airport scam. They get out of jail section 34, but the Act number 11 was what they passing an electronic monitoring bill. You had what
There's
was
a
it?
violation too.
There's a violation.
There's a violation to the Constitution.
Yeah, there's a violation to Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Done.
You understand? So electronically monitor and censor some of the people, right? You have Anna Roberts and the live sport empowering, paying gangsters big contracts, right? Allegedly for what? For hits and whatnot. You understand? And stealing a whole set of money, right? All these people outside and free.
Yeah.
But the little Jake boy on the street corner, who fatherless, what they tell them is that is either all it, man, these people are just hypocrites, man. Hypocrites, and they're far from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They're wicked, and and that's what I know the Most High. He extremely angry with the coon politicians, and the coon centurions, be it any form of national security, because they're oppressing their own. They own, right? You will get stopped in a traffic stop and a police will talk to you like he's more intelligent than you. When you have less, you have 5 passes, and you might have so. I'm not saying that any form of accreditation is anything good, but These people are they're dim-witted, but they have boots and grunts that they put outside there.
That's right.
I own people and get them a little power. For example, I had a classmate, and he was part of the same prime minister. He was poor, but he was part of the PNM youth league, and he was intelligent, but he was poor. So you know what? They took advantage of that. They gave him all the things that he desired, and then they gave him piggy. Turn him out. Now he's a police officer. So you see, if they put that poison in power in authority, because man who have power until the sons of men are raised up, the sons of God are raised up, right? They give him authority. Now he is one of them relentless ones, and he's a faggot. And these are these people who will stop you and talk to you. You can read. You're not supposed to break this thing. And yo, this place is totally spoiled. It's totally ruined. Judgment must come. Judgment must come. You must have to take this place down.
Right.
This is Little Island. Look at how much corruption right here. So imagine Babylon, where Satan's seat is. Hey, let me get a couple on the comment board and we can look to close out. It says Malachi chapter 3 verse 5, and I will come near to you to judgment, and I will be a swift witness against the sorcerers, and against the adulterers, and against the forswearers, and against those that oppose the hireling in his wages, the widow and the fatherless, and that turn aside the stranger from his right, and fear not me, said the Lord of hosts. Can't tell what I are. That is on point. That is on point.
That's on point.
Can't. The Most High have that swift judgment coming to you all. No?
Psalm 144 verse 11 says, rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is the right hand of falsehood.
Falsehood. It's all right, and the right hand of falsehood. A different level of wickedness. That perfect in the wickedness.
That is it.
Your right hand is just striking. You understand? Your right hand is just striking. And the right hand is the right hand of falsehood.
Can't do right.
Just can't do right.
Can't do right. It says that our sons may be as plants grown up in their youth. Yeah, from the time we get delivered from this man, then we could live good.
Okay.
It says that our daughters may be as cornerstones polished after the similitude of the palace.
They're going to be tender and delicate.
That's it.
They're not going to be loudmouth bitches.
That's it.
You understand? They're not going to be bold.
Nigga want.
Exactly.
You're not gonna be the courage.
Exactly. That we need is why we need to pray for Yahweh should be out trying to destroy this place. It's all them other plan that these politicians have is vain.
2020 vision.
Yeah.
All them kind of shit. The Most High reprove all how.
2020 vision failed. Fail? You see them what you roads on them?
Look right there. Look over pass right here. Right in the background here. They can't finish it up to now.
Done.
For part of the 2020 vision, look, them big buildings. These big buildings they seen right here. The Hyatt Hotel, the Parliament. All these buildings they seen right here. That was part of the 2020 vision to bring international commercial tourism. All of it failed. What do you call it, boy? The hotel they wanted to build in Tobago, the Sandals Hotel, failed. They shut down Petrotrin. They do an oil deal with Maduro, right? Dragon gas oil field. Venezuela give everything over to Russia.
Right.
You understand? That making no prime enemy of the US. The president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, he didn't invite the applehead, baldhead, Hamite looking ass to his meeting in the resort in Florida. And they come in and the people proudly and saying how much people they expect to win the man house. He wasn't invited because when the ambassador of Trinidad asked him what's your stance and the thing, he was proud. So you bite in the hand that feed you. So the Most High will destroy you. Your destruction soon coming now. Don't, hey, not, I'm saying it. Don't shoot the messenger, but they will still come after the messengers. But that's all we are. We are the messengers. We are no power. We just men of the Lord that educated in the mind of the Lord. That's all we are. You understand? But they're going to still come as demons after us. But Abaratazah, he raised up his elect in that day. Some of us going to be martyrs. The dead in the house are going to arise first. But guess what? When they come, they're going to be coming with their Lord and their Maker, and they're going to be coming with their power, in power. So sad be a portion.
Sure.
Right? Finish?
Yeah,
Right. So with that, we give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. God will honor the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect, brethren, scattered across the four corners of the planet, that doing this work in sincerity and in truth. Brothers and coming board, shalom. Peace and safety to you and your families.
Shalom. What love.
Pray that the lesson was edifying. To order for coming out.